Hello traders, the title of this video is Elliott Wave. A trader explains his Monster Elliott Wave strategy. Alright, so you may be wondering, George, what is that Monster Elliott Wave strategy? Alright, the first reason why we call it Monster Elliott Wave strategy is because the financial instrument that we are analyzing is called a Monster Beverage Corporation, EPIC MNST. Mike November Sierra Tango Monster Beverage Corporation. Okay, so if you should probably have seen their drinks. All right, so they have a special design for their can with lines. All right, so this is about a Monster Beverage Corporation. This is an American stock that belongs to the consumers defensive sector. Beverages, okay, soft drinks. All right. So let's begin, okay, our discussion about Monster Elliott Wave strategy. So a trader has asked me a question: how do we deal with candlestick bar with a long tail when the long tail violates the Elliott Wave principle? All right, so I have one example here. So I will try to get back to that trader later on. As I told you before, as I see more, okay, a long tail candlestick bar violating the Elliott Wave principle, I will be highlighting them in my tutorial. So I hope you will be watching this video and let me know whether you find this one useful or not, and take it one step at a time. All right, so I'm going to start my wave count, okay, and as I told traders, this is my Monster Elliott Wave strategy related to the Monster Beverage Corporation. So the trick that I use very often, so you already know it, I use reference points. All right, so one of the reference points that I'm using today is 2009, when the stock market, okay, began a bullish trend, because we are trading first in market, talking about the trading triangle before the sector and individual financial instrument. So for an Elliott Wave trader, we talk about 2003, we talk about 2007, 2008 financial crisis, and we talk about 2009 when the stock market, okay, began a new trend. So those reference points can also help us to improve our Elliott Wave strategies. So looking at this chart here, I'm on the monthly chart, by the way. What I'm going to do, I'm going to push down my indicator so I can see clearly the chart. Following our reference, all right, our wave counts, guidelines. This is my first wave here. Careful. My first wave. That's my first wave. So you can see that there was a bullish move, all right, followed by a flat correction here. I don't want to dwell on this one. This is a flat correction, an expanded flat correction. So there was a trending first from 2003, all right, up to 2006. As mid 2006, and then we have a flat correction for the Monster Beverage, and then this is an expanded flat correction, pushing the price down to this point here. All right, so a lot of Elliott Wave traders, going to the mind of other Elliott Wave traders, they will say that this is the first wave starting from here, or from here instead of here. I don't do that. Okay, so if you look carefully on my chart, you will see that there is if you accept that is the head, the price, you see it went a little bit above my moving at 14, retested there. I would say that that's the right hand side shoulder, and our left hand side shoulder is not clear here. So if you agree with me, I will start my wave count from here. This is my first wave. So quickly, as you can see, my second wave went down very fast. You can see here, this one got a tail. That's why the gentleman was asking me, how do we handle those, okay, monster candlestick bar with a long tail, all right? Here it is, okay? So you can see that it went below the beginning of my supposed to be my first wave. All right? Color my first wave into green. By the way, this video is for educational purposes only. It's neither a solicitation or an offer to buy or sell any financial instrument. All right. So it went below my supposed to be first wave. All right. So how do we handle that? All right. How do we handle it? But the decision is yours. That's the correct answer. The decision is yours. Why? Because it is your wave count. All right. So if you want to take it as it is, try to put a question mark on it. Just say, all right, I'm happy with it. I want to go with it. That's it. It's the decision that you're going to make. All right. So you say, all right, I'm happy with it, and I want to go with it. All right. So you accept to go with it, and you go with it. All right. Or you are not happy with it, and you leave it alone. It's just very simple. All right. That's how you deal with it. Sometimes the price, as you see like this, sometimes you will see like this, and then you will like this as it come down, going to the below the low of the first wave, and sometimes the price will correct that violation, which means we will see a new first wave. So going back to our wave count guidelines, if the second wave cancels, all right, the first wave, we will restart counting wave. So sometimes with candlestick bar with long tail, the price will give you a new first wave. On this chart, as you can see, there is no new first wave. Now, in that condition, I will accept it as it is, calling this my second wave, a tiny second wave, because the price went down to that region, but it did not close there, but closed above the moving at 14 carefully. These are professional traders. They don't want it to close there. They want it to close up there. So somebody want to buy at the best place. So if that person did not buy at the best place before, and they place their orders somewhere down there to buy again, forcing the price to go to that region to fill those gigantic monster orders before going back above the moving at 14. You have to understand that the smart money buy at a specific price level, right? So this is how you deal with candlestick bar with a long tail. Sometimes you see like this, the price, you will restart your wave count, which means the price will give you a new first wave. Sometimes you will not have another choice, which means that's all you got. You have to work with it. As you can see what was happening here, you see the line that I draw on my chart, can look carefully. The body stock in a zone of $3.68 in this zone here before price went down. Look again, they bought it again in the same zone at $3.68. And look at that tail again. The smart money is buying at $3.68. Though the first Elliott wave has begun here, or they were still here. Market makers, their role is to provide liquidity to the financial market. Those other gigantic monster orders are there. Well, they need to be filled. Price quickly push it down. I'm not saying that that's the only reason why we got a tail. There may be other reasons. I'm just saying that probably there were orders there that need to be filled, and the price went down to that zone. Or the bearish traders thought that this stock does not have any reason to go up, and they try to sell it down more, only to be kicked out of the bearish trade because other traders want to buy again. Because if the bearish traders are selling here, pushing the price down, as it comes down to the same level where people are very, very enthusiastic to buy the stock, they will come back again and buy it again. So they say, you stupid bearish traders, why are you selling it? This stock is a buy, don't sell it. We will buy it again. So you understand, all right? So this is about the tail of that we have here. I hope that clarifies, the question that is this Sioni or another trader that asked me about the tail. He reminded me about this last time. So don't get upset, as I promise you. Anytime a trader asks a question, I acknowledge the question as we are recording. I go into it and we go over that question again, all right? So that's it about the long tail. So let's continue with our monster wave strategy. So here it is. This is my tiny second wave. All right, color it now into red. I put it at the closing price instead of at the end of the tail because the price closed above the moving 14. So first wave, second wave. I might zoom into it. Now this is my gigantic, beautiful, gorgeous, third Elliott wave. Feel free to disagree with my waveform. Now, color into orange. That's my third Elliott wave for the Monster Beverage Corporation. Now, our fourth Elliott wave, here it is, a bit complex for some traders. So I came down here, all right. But there were other price actions. So some of the price action, this is what I'm telling to traders, some of the price action are just a reaction, all right? So price D below the moving at 14, professional want to sell it on the edge of the moving at 14, all right, retest, and they try to sell it again down. Here, I will consider this move down almost as a double bottom chart pattern. That's what we are talking about again. And then the price bounce up again, try to go up above the moving at 14, and then again it came down to retest it. So, which pattern do you have here? All right, which pattern do you have here? All right. So you have to understand that the Elliott wave pattern cannot account for every price move. Have I made myself clear? So that's why sometimes I cover some of the price action, because it's like I ignore some of the price action. Now you want to use the Elliott wave principle in a useful or practical fashion, yes or no? All right. So this is my correction, blah, 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 blah. Just going to put it there like this. And then this is, so first wave, second wave, third wave, fourth wave, blah, blah, blah. All right. And then we have now the fifth wave here that has been extended. Okay, fifth wave subdivided into 5 minor wave. All right. This is my preliminary wave count, by the way. And I encourage traders to disagree with my wave count. So this is the fifth Elliott wave subdivided into 5 minor wave for this talk. All right. We are talking about Monster Elliott wave strategy because we are analyzing a stock that is called Monster Beverage Corporation. I hope you like my title though. Because for us YouTube creator, we have to find a title that is very, very appealing to you guys. All right, so you may click on it and watch the video. All right, because some of the title you may record a very, very excellent video. All right, but if the title is not very appealing, no one will click on it and watch it. All right, so here we are, first wave, second wave, tiny one, okay, with a long tail. I explained that to the trader already. A third Elliott wave, long, extended third Elliott wave, followed by a fourth wave. So do you understand why the fifth wave is extended? Can you tell one of the reasons why the fifth wave can be extended? One of the reasons why the fifth wave can be extended is when the fourth wave is prolonged. All right, so it took it many months. Okay, how many months? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, more than a year, all right, for the fourth wave to be completed. So if the fourth wave, all this session here, this is the fourth wave, by the way. Some traders may disagree, but that's my wave count. This is the fourth wave in this session, all this down. But I don't want to color them all into pink. I'll just say this is the fourth wave, blah, 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 and then this is it, okay? The Elliott wave pattern cannot account for every price move, that's for sure, all right? So we have first wave, second wave, third wave, fourth wave, all right, and the fifth wave has been extended, forming a gigantic fifth wave. Now there is no Elliott wave violation here because the third Elliott wave is not the shortest multi-wave in comparison to the first, all right. You can see that, and also the fourth wave is not overlapping the first wave. Now, in fact, a trader asked me also a question last time about, is it Dow Jones or S&P 500? Because I recorded videos when I review my past, Elliott wave forecast. Because the reason why we need to do that is because The area wave count is dynamic. We are going one step at a time with the information that we have at that time. All right, so this is what we do. And also we take into consideration the higher degree wave count and the lower degree wave count. So here we are again, we're talking about wave count on the monthly chart. That's just a mini portion of a bigger cycle. So we see first wave, second wave, third wave, fourth wave, fifth wave, all the way up here. But again, there is a bigger cycle. So talking about higher degree wave count, there is a bigger cycle again here. All right, bigger cycle wave count here, and that cycle is here. The first wave is here of that higher degree wave count. That's first wave here. The flat correction of that higher degree wave count is the second wave of the higher degree. So first wave, second wave of a higher degree. All this move here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up here. This is the third area wave of a higher degree. So the question that the trader was asking me about the S&P 500, that is, am I going to review it? I may not, all right? But at this junction, I don't want to talk about the S&P 500 or the Dow Jones. The reason is that the market is confined in a triangle, and there are many other elections, like election coming up in France, or also in Germany. There are a lot of things holding on, so I don't want to go now and start reviewing the S&P 500. For me, it's too early. We want to see where is it going to go first. So that's to answer that comment relating to a video that a trader asked me about the S&P 500. I may do it, but not right now. Okay, that's all. So, but the point I'm making here, when we count area wave, all right, as you can see here, we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all the way up here. But that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 can just become just a single wave of a higher degree. So all that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 now is just the third area wave of a higher degree. Now the problem that we face, especially on YouTube, because not all traders have the same experience, when it comes to area wave count, and some are beginners, some are advanced, all right? So sometimes the wave count, as you see here, this is just one wave count, but there are more to it because the area wave patterns are fractal pattern. A fractal pattern. And we can extend it, we can go over and over. So here, first wave of a higher degree, second wave of a higher degree, third wave of a higher degree. Now this session here is the fourth wave of a higher degree. So so now the problem that traders face, let me highlight this for you clearly today, is because now suppose I did not talk about a higher degree wave count, all right, and I just show you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all the way here. So what's going through your mind? You're going to say, all right, George, we're expecting a correction, all right? We're going to expect a correction. So you may tend to just sell this stock and forget it, right? Because you say, all right, this is the end of the trading phase, correction has begun. But then you will be surprised at one point if the stock goes above the high to form the fifth wave of a higher degree. So you say, well, George, you said this is the end of the fifth wave. Now what is this one now? But that's even though we are talking about another, even this one here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe just a wave or a single wave of another super higher degree wave count. Now this is about the fractal pattern, area wave fractal pattern. It's just going to the infinity. A fractal wave, the wave count will bring you to another wave count, or wave count will bring you to another wave count. All right, it's never finished. But the information that we have, it will be nice to have everything in front of us, all right, from the beginning to the end, and so we can. It will be nice also to push the chart this way or down. It would be nice to push it down, push it like this, so we can keep drawing lines up to show traders everything. All right. So looking at this, so I'm trying to explain, all right, my monster area wave strategy. We have seen 5 waves, but that 5 wave is just one wave, which is the third wave of a higher degree. All right. So here we will be expecting the fourth wave, which is usually shallow. So you're expecting a correction here in this session now for the Monster Beverage. We will expect that correction to be shallow, not too deep. So shallow correction, what type of correction? Can be a triangle, okay? can be a consolidation in horizontal channel. So sometimes traders, when we talk about this, what we are talking about that the Elliott wave, okay, a pattern cannot account for every a price action. Now the reason why I need to mention that is because sometimes we Elliott wave traders take the Elliott wave theory as a sign that it must account for everything. It will not. A correction can be just like this. It will be just horizontal channel, keep going for many months. For many months. So you may not see your clear A, B, C, D, E as you are expecting it. It will just keep going on. So what are you going to do about it? All you can do is to acknowledge that it's in a triangle. If it breaks above it, we take it up. If it breaks below, we take it down. Or it can be a triangle. It just be, you're not going to see your 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You can be just bouncing up and down in a triangle for many months or even a year, and then one day up or down. Now it's still a correction, but that correction or corrective pattern is not among the list of the Elliott wave pattern. But you have to understand that when somebody is bringing something out for the first time, they're not going to talk about everything else, but they are aware of it. But maybe they don't think that is so important, so they will leave it aside. But leaving it aside doesn't mean that it doesn't happen. This is about the Elliott wave theory. It does not account for everything in the financial market. So, I mean, maybe I'm talking a bit too much now, traders. All right. So this is my monster Elliott wave strike. So at this point, the trader may say to me, so we talk about the long tail. All right. So the decision is yours. All right. Put a big question mark on it first. All right. And sometime you will see that the price will print a new first wave. Yeah, which means second wave counts to the first wave, we start counting wave. All right. But then sometimes the price may not print the new first wave. Then the decision is yours. Are you willing to go with it or not? All right. But now that I count my wave, so talking about the Elliott wave validation, so now I talk about, okay, the higher degree and the lower degree wave count. You see now, okay, you see the picture now. So what I'm going to do quickly, my friend, going to clear some of my line here. And we're going to go quickly to the yearly chart, okay? Here we are on the yearly chart. What can you see? You see that it's saying first wave, but you see the shadow on top of this candlestick bar is part of the flat correction. So it's showing clearly first wave, second wave, third wave. Can you see? It makes sense on the yearly chart, my wave count on the monthly chart. First wave, second wave, third wave. Now we are in the fourth wave of a higher degree. Probably we will have the fifth wave. But when? That's the question. The correction can be prolonged. Sometimes we get caught. You say, you think it's going to happen today. It's going to happen at the end of the month. You place your trade. You forget about your wave count. That's why I always leave the line on my chart. Because sometimes you may, so probably you buy here, expecting to go up. It doesn't go up. So you say, oh, George. But a correction can become complex. Right? So we talk about the four essential correction. Anytime you see a corrective wave, know that a correction can be prolonged, can become very complex, take longer periods. So we need to handle it carefully, all right? But on a yearly chart, it becomes clear to us that we are now in the fourth Elliott wave of a higher degree. But if we stop only on the monthly chart, we will say, all right, this is the fifth wave, and we will expect a deeper correction, which for the fourth wave is not the case very often. All right. Have I missed something? All right. So that's it. I think so. So before I wrap it up, okay, let's go. What we can do at this junction, okay, so they may say, Joe, so what? So what? Okay, draw the line. It's consolidated now in that fourth Elliott wave. That's all I care about at this stage. So people are buying near the low here. Okay, they're buying near the low. So professional giving priority to bullish signal here, and they are giving priority to bearish signal on the top here. So if you want to participate in this in the bullish move to the upside, your best place to buy is near the low here, using a top-down trading method to trade it. Do not assume anything. price can break below that support level and continue to go down, right, without anybody else's permission. So be ready to buy and be ready to sell. Pay attention to the price. After the wave count, you're expecting something. Now focus on the price and trade the price alone, using a different time frame trading method without ignoring the economy news and the trading triangle, especially the S&P 500. But theoretically speaking, looking at the Monster Beverage Corporation, this stock has a high chance to continue to go up a little bit more. I will not go into the area wave forecast. You can just check videos about how to forecast the fifth area wave at 24 area wave YouTube channel. So you may forecast, okay. We can use one of the tricks is to use the distance from the low of the first wave of a higher degree all the way to the top of the fifth wave of a higher degree. So this is about the magnitude at $54. So you will use just call it 54, and then you multiply by 61.8% or 38.2% Fibonacci retracement and add it to the low of the fourth area wave to project it up. So all I will say to traders is that check videos. There are recorded many videos, I think at least 3 or 4 videos about how to forecast the fifth area wave. All right, so check videos, play playlist about the fifth area wave, and you can forecast the fifth wave for the Monster Beverage. So theoretically speaking, if the S&P 500 stay bullish, so remember, if the S&P 500 start going down, this stock will go down more, which means the fourth wave will be prolonged, all right, until the S&P 500 recovers, all right. But in theory, there's one more leg looking at the higher degree wave count. We do not know. It may not happen this year or next year. It may stay here for other many years. We may see blah, 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 blah. And maybe in 2019, finally you see your fifth area wave coming out and you say, yes, this is our Monster area wave strategy. If you have any question or suggestion, put in the comment section, and in due course, I will be recording another video to answer your specific question. If you like this video, if you think this video has been useful to you, give us the thumbs up. If you think that this is another blah blah blah, let us know. Give us the thumbs down. If you think this is an essential tutorial, feel free to share it on Google+, on Twitter, and also on Facebook. We are the TSTW24 traders talking about area wave. A trader explained his Monster area wave strategy. The financial instrument that we were analyzing today is Monster Beverage Corporation, Epic MNST, Mike November Sierra Tango, an American stock that belongs to consumer defensive sector, beverage, soft drinks. Until the next time, enjoy yourself and be very happy. Speak to you soon.